Hello, Sonny Pruitt here, and I'm going to be doing today a great song from the Foo Fighters. One of my students wants to learn this song. It's a song called Everlong. It's a fun song to play. It's in drop D tuning. If you've never played in drop D, you're in for a treat. The best way to do the tuning for drop D, I think, is to hit your open fourth string and then hit your sixth string, and you're going to tune it down to where it's an octave apart. And you can hear the tuning and tune it right in, like this. See how they're the same? Now you play a D chord. It sounds like a gigantic D chord. All right. So this song has some interesting rhythms to it. Before I get started, I'm just going to show you the first position you're going to play in is going to be, I like to put my first finger on the fifth string, and it's going to be the ninth fret. And on the fourth string, I'm going to be on the 11th fret. And there's that sound of the song, right? Okay. I'll get to the rhythm in a second. And then the second chord, you do almost like think of it like a bar, but before I say bar, we're not going to be barring like a bar chord, but you're going to be using your finger like a bar, in that you're going to be playing this position you start with, and then play just the low three strings, your sixth string, fifth string, and fourth string. And that's going to be, with the exception of the D chord that we play here in a minute, during the chorus, you're going to be playing all on the lower strings for most of this song. So I'll get to that in a second. So and then it goes to the same thing you did here when you had like the bar at the ninth fret. I'm going to say bar, bar. Now go to the fifth and do the same thing, fifth fret. Back up to 9. Back to the first chord. The bar. Fifth fret, bar. Ninth fret. Okay, that's going to be like the verses there. Now there's the second section of this song where just before it goes to the chorus, it goes into this part that's octaves. If you've never heard of octaves, we did the octave tuning before, right? That's an octave, but when you play octaves on a guitar, I like to call it the 2 fret rule. Your fingers are going to be, you're going to skip a string and go 2 frets up, and there's your, excuse me, there's your octave. My mistake. So the octave part of this song is going to start on the 4th fret, and this is the 4th fret with your index finger, your number 1 finger. It's going to be on that 5th string, 4th fret, and then on the 3rd string, going to be on the 6th fret, because you're 2 frets apart, right? 4 and 6, right? So it starts on this 4th fret, and it's going to go like this: 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 9, and then we go to an A chord, which when you play an A chord on open tuning, and we're only going to be using the bottom 3 strings, it's actually like a power chord. So right to the chorus. Okay. Now, I said before it's going to be playing mostly on the lower 3 strings. But when we're doing the octave part, that's going to be the 5th string and the 3rd string. That's going to be on the 3rd string on that part. Okay, let me correct that before I get too much further. Okay, so that brought us right up to the chorus to the song. And this chorus just rocks, I think. So you come in with a B chord. Everything is A, excuse me, B, G, excuse me, B, G. Everything. So that's 9th fret, 5th fret. Now do a regular D chord. 9th fret, bar, 5th fret, bar. D chord. 9th fret, bar, 5th fret, bar. Now D chord, 7th fret, bar. And now you go to the 5th fret and you do that same rhythm that we had on the 5th fret before. Okay, then you go back to the very beginning of the song, that first chord. Now, it might be good to mention right now too that one of the things that's really beautiful about this song, in my opinion, are the dynamics. Dave Grohl just takes it, he's rocking out, and then he brings the volume way back down. It creates some tension and some finesse there that's just really, really good. Don't overlook the dynamics. Okay, so I think that there's one section of the I want you to pay attention when I play. I'm going to play along with the track to this song. I think it's Dave Grohl and an acoustic track with no drums. So I'm going to play along with this, and I want you to pay attention when we get to the octave part. The last time it does it, it's kind of different. Instead of being 4th fret, 5th, 7th, 9, 10, 9, bar A, bar 7, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 9, 7, 7, 7. Okay, when it gets to that part, it's going to be slightly different at the very end of the song. Okay, and that part's going to be. It doesn't go. It just goes 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. And that rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And before I started, I should explain the rhythm. When we go to the. Okay, so that part's going to be. It's like the same kind of a pattern to the drum part. It's very similar to "We Will Rock You" from Queen. Bum, 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 bum. So you're going from. Back to the part first. Okay, I've kind of explained the rhythms there. It's probably best if you just watch it over and over again, and I'm going to start it out like this. Here we go. mostly. Beginning. Dynamics. Really quiet. Brings it back in.